Hi, Newsstream TV here. This is breaking news actually, and we are reporting about the.
Well, the ruling is simply requires Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, the defendant, to enter his defense. It's not a pronunciation of guilt or not guilty. So that is why it's called a no-case submission. So the judge made a ruling that there's a prima facie evidence that needs to be explained. So in common parlance, it calls on him to come and mount his own defense. But there is the other aspect of the ruling that concerned extraordinary rendition. That very one is one that compounded us, because the extraordinary rendition of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is so open and notorious. Two international institutions or two separate panels of the United Nations have made pronouncements regarding his extraordinary rendition and called for his unconditional release. Nigeria is a member of the United Nations and therefore bound to consider that and implement that decision. And in Nigeria here, 3 courts have made similar pronouncements. First was by the Federal High Court of Umuahia, which awarded him 500 million naira. And the Court of Appeal also pronounced that he was a victim of extraordinary rendition. And in the Supreme Court, the same Supreme Court that sent this case back to trial, reached the same conclusion, that he was a victim of extraordinary rendition. And all these things are of the record. They are all in the file. And we remember when this trial was being conducted, these very documents were tendered in evidence. So it compounded us, it confused us, that the court now made a pronouncement that the extraordinary rendition had no evidence before the court, that no evidence of it was submitted before the court. And you remember, least but not the last, recently a Kenyan High Court made the same pronouncement. But well, if the court was misled by believing by mistake that these things were not in the evidence, it also said and left the door open that such evidence be submitted. So we are coming back with that evidence, and it's going to be quantum and legion.
So what about the first application on the NMA?
Well, that one too, it wasn't in evidence that the Nigerian Medical Association has intervened. So it came as a surprise, but there's a short date given of 8 days for the NMA to submit its report. So somebody is ill, I don't think NIA is going to change much of that. But I think the judge wanted to leave the record open to admit every possible evidence regarding this matter. But meantime, we are disappointed. Our client remains ill and remains detained. And we're not happy about that. His situation requires urgent and emergent care. So whatever the court says today does not mean that the government shall withdraw back. Just 2 days ago, I wrote a letter. A private hospital has also expressed readiness to admit him here in Abuja. For security reasons, I won't mention the name of the private hospital. But if the government appears to have issues with taking him to the national hospital, we have given them an option of a private hospital also here in Abuja.
So it's safe to say that the application to be transferred to the National Hospital was rejected?
No. Rejected? No, it's pending. Yes.
One other information.
It hasn't been rejected. It's pending. It's pending the admission of this report from the Nigerian Medical Association and the opinion of the Nigerian Medical Association. And if you were in court, the judge had ordered that the committee or panel to be considered by the Nigerian Medical Association shall have a member from the National Hospital. So National Hospital is still in play.
DSS moves Nnamdi Kanu to secret location overnight. What exactly the Nigerian government wants to gain from this? My people, serious kasala dey. Tori just land say DSS don waka carry Nnamdi Kanu from a normal detention place go one secret location for Abuja. Wetin dem dey hide? Why dem no wan make anybody know where Kanu dey? Na this heavy matter we go break down today. Make una sit down, hold the remote. So guys, this matter is taking another dimension. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu today was denied, the court rejected Mazin Nnamdi Kanu access to independent doctors. We are even expecting that Justice James Omotosho is going to at least rule on Mazin Nnamdi Kanu no case submission today. But today was something else. Heart broke today. Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, has been in DSS custody since he was adopted and extradited back to Nigeria in 2021. We call it extraordinary rendition because he was not properly extradited back to Nigeria. He was kidnapped. Over the years, his detention has sparked outrage from his legal team, family members, and millions of Biafra supporters worldwide. One major concern has been his health and the secrecy surrounding his treatment. Lawyers constantly complain that DSS not only blocks independent doctors but also restricts family access. Now, fresh reports are emerging that DSS may have moved Kanu overnight from his known detention facility to undisclosed location. This is after court rulings today. According to sources close to the defense team, the sudden transfer happened without any official notification. His lawyers were scheduled, to see him, that is after court, but we are reportedly told that logistics had changed. This has raised deep suspicion that DSS is hiding something. DSS is hiding something. Please pardon me. So if true, this could mean that either one, his health has worsened and they are quietly moving him for emergency treatment, or though with some as Nnamdi Kanu today in court, but I'm telling you, anything can still happen. The security service want to cut off external communication ahead of his October 8th trial. So this move comes just today after the Abuja High Court ordered him to, open his defense, a ruling that already left his supporters frustrated and angry. His family is worried though that DSS may be deliberately hiding his true condition. They claim this is not the first time they have been kept in the dark about his whereabouts. Kanu's legal team is demanding immediate clarification, warning that any attempt to harm or isolate him further will have grave consequences. So, currently, online hashtags like "Where is Kanu?" and "Free Nnamdi Kanu now" are beginning to trend as worried supporters suspect foul play. This sudden move, if confirmed, puts Nigeria in a dangerous spotlight. The secrecy adds to the perception that the federal government is manipulating justice. It also risks sparking unrest in the southeast, where traders and youth are already on edge after the recent no-case submission ruling. International observers, including Amnesty International, may take a renewed interest too, especially if the allegations of secret transfer turn out to be true. Omo, my people, this one no be small matter at all. If DSS don't truly move Kanu to secret place, then wahala don wear boots. Na im head dem dey hide, or na strategy for court matter? Abeg drop una thought for comment section. Wetin una think dey happen behind closed doors? Make una subscribe because October 8th trial go hot like pepper soup, and we go dey here dey break am down for una. Una see this game wey Nigerian government dey play, e go red for them as e be. Thank you. See you in my next video.